Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss another topic in solid state physics, that is interplanar spacing between crystallographic planes. Okay, so let's start. So what is called as the interplanar spacing or distance between crystallographic planes? That is, we we have to find out, or we have to derive one equation or expression which can define the spacing between two adjacent parallel crystallographic planes. Okay, suppose we have to consider this figure. This are two planes, or we can say two adjacent parallel planes. So distance between them, if it will be d, then d will be called as the so-called interplanar spacing between crystallographic planes. So here two adjacent planes are this one and this one, and the distance between them will be called as interplanar spacing. So how, in generalized, how we are going to derive that, we are going to be discuss. So for that we have considered orthogonal axes x, y and z along x lattice vector A, along y lattice vector B, along z lattice vector is C. Okay, initially we have been considered a plane is situated at point O, or we can consider initially, or the first plane is passed through the point O or origin O. Now we have to draw another plane A, B, C having intercepts A by H, B by K, C by L, which is parallel to the initial plane. So initially we have this plane which is passed through the origin. Then we have been considered another plane which is parallel to the initial, and the distance between the two planes or spacing between the two planes will be called as interplanar spacing. So if we are going to draw a perpendicular from O to this ABC plane, that is O to M, that O to M will be called as interplanar spacing between the two planes, that is nothing but called as the D. So this distance will be called as interplanar spacing between the two adjacent parallel planes. Okay. Now from the figure we can find this angle is alpha, this angle between the normal perpendicular to axis y is beta, angle between the normal to z axis is beta. So from the figure we found that alpha is nothing but MOA angle, MOA angle, MOB is called as the beta, and gamma is MOC angle. Now if we have to join AM to A, then this angle will be 90 degree, because as OM is perpendicular on this ABC plane, so hence this angle will be 90 degree. So from the triangle OMA, this is 90 degree, this is alpha, hence cos alpha will be OM by OA, OM by OA. OM is nothing but D, OA is the intercept, that is A by H. Okay, likewise similarly if we have to consider BM, and the corresponding triangle BMO, corresponding the triangle BMO or OMB triangle, then Now from the triangle OMB, the triangle OMB, cos beta will be equal to OM by OB, that will be D by B by K. OMB cos beta will be OM by OB will be this much. However, OMB angle is 90 degree. Okay. Now, if we have to consider, if we have to consider the triangle CMO, this angle will be 90 degree, and cos beta will be equal to OM by OC, that will be D by C by L. Okay, because O to C is C by L, so D by C by L. Here OMC angle is 90 degree. We know that according to law of direction cosines, cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma will be equal to 1. Now substituting the values, whatever we got, cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma in this equation, we can found D by A by H whole square plus D by B by K whole square plus D by C by L whole square will be equal to 1. That implies D square into H square by A square plus K square by B square plus L square by C square. Here I mistakenly not written square. Here you have to write C square will be equal to 1. That implies D will be equal to 1 by H square by A square plus K square by B square plus L square by C square to the power 1 by 2 or root over. So this expression is nothing but applicable for orthorhombic case where A not equal to B, not equal to C. Now if we are going to consider the tetragonal case where A equal to B, then D will be equal to 1 by H square plus K square by A square plus L square by C square to the power 1 by 2, or you can write root over. Okay. Now similarly, if we are going to consider cubic case where A equal to B equal to C, then D will be equal to H square plus K square plus L square by A square to the power 1 by 2, or equal to A by H square plus K square plus L square to the power 1 by 2 or root over. So these expressions are required to find out the interplanar spacing between the two adjacent crystallographic planes. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. You go through this video and we have to do some problems on the base of these expressions. Okay, thank you.